Hi everyone, this is Susie. Today we're going to be making either burritos. You can make burritos with this recipe, or you can serve it on a plate separately. So you have that option. And what we're going to be putting in the burrito is some brown rice and some sauteed cauliflower. And we're going to be putting some poblano sauce, like a creamy poblano sauce over that. And you either can serve that with a little bit of either avocado, some cilantro and red onions on top to go on top, or some guacamole if you want. So you have that option. And yeah, that's it. So these are the ingredients we'll be using. I have some cauliflower, some poblanos, lemon, garlic, one serrano or jalapeno, some cilantro, a scallion. I have some soaked cashews and some unsweetened soy milk, but you can use any unsweetened milk of your choice or water, and some salt, pepper, ground cumin, and just regular dried Mexican oregano. Okay, so let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to roast my poblanos, and you can do this, on the stove, or you can do it in the oven, or you can do it on your grill. It's up to you. So we want them to get all char, okay? So that'll take a few minutes and we'll be back. So now we're going to prepare the cauliflower. I have about 3 cups of chopped cauliflower. And what you can do is you can either, this is a dry skillet. If you don't cook with oil, you can just add some water, or if you do still cook with a little bit of oil, I like to add like a tiny bit of the extra virgin olive oil, and then the rest I like to add water. That way I don't use that much oil, but it still gives it like a little bit of the, fatty flavor that you get from the oil, but it's up to you. So you always have that option. And we're going to add a little bit of salt. This is to your taste. And some pepper as well. And our chiles are almost ready. Now we're just going to cook our cauliflower. This depends on you, how cooked you want it. If you want it more, not so overcooked, it's up to you. Or if you like it really soft, then just cook it for a little bit longer, okay? So here are the 3 poblanos. It took about 10 minutes for them to get pretty dark. And I'm just going to leave them out in a plate like this to cool, so that I can peel off the skin, okay? And then here is our cauliflower. And I'm probably going to cover this up a little bit so that it steams and doesn't get too dry. But before I cover up the cauliflower, I'm going to add a little bit of the ground cumin. And this is just to your taste. If you don't like cumin, you don't have to add the cumin. I like the flavor that it gives it. And also a little bit of the dry oregano. And again, not too much, because oregano, a little bit goes a long way. So just a little pinch, or as much as you like. If you like oregano, if you really like oregano, you can add more. Same with the cumin, or leave them out. I really like them. I'm just going to mix that in really well. Give it a little bit more water. We're just going to cook this for a few minutes. We'll be right back. So I cooked the cauliflower for about 10 minutes or so, and this is how it looks, and I'm just going to keep it covered until I have the rest of the ingredients ready, okay? So now we're going to make the poblano sauce, and I put on some gloves to peel the poblanos, and I just roughly chop them in big pieces because we're going to blend it, okay? So I'm going to put that in there. And then I have some cilantro, about that much. You can put as much as you want. And I have the one green onion and some garlic, of course. You can put as much garlic as you want, or if you don't like it, leave it out. I have about 1/3 of a cup of soaked cashews, and you can soak these anywhere from like an hour to like 4 hours or so is fine. And I have about a teaspoon of lemon juice. And then you're just going to add some salt and pepper according to your taste. And I have some unsweetened soy milk, or you can add, I have like 1/4 of a cup. We might need some more, or you can just add water. And I'm not going to add the serrano yet, because I don't know how spicy the poblanos are. So depending on how spicy they are, if they're super spicy, then I won't need to add it. If they're not spicy enough for me, then I'll go ahead and add the serrano or the jalapeno at the end. Okay, so I'm just going to blend that until smooth, and I'll be right back. So I ended up adding 1/4 of a cup more of the milk and 1/4 of a cup more of water. And now I'm just going to start with half of the serrano because it's not spicy. And then if I think it needs more, then I will add a little bit more, okay? So there's the sauce. Can you see that beautiful color? Oh my goodness. Okay, so I hope you can appreciate that beautiful color. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. Ah, I'm so excited. Okay, yeah, so I ended up adding the whole serrano. And it was a total of about 2 teaspoons of lemon juice because I needed a little bit more lemon juice. And I added a total of about 1 teaspoon of salt, but again, that is according to your taste. And let me see what else. I think that was it. So it was about 1/2 cup of the soy milk and about 1/4 of a cup of water. But again, you can combine those two or just add one of them anywhere, you know, for it to be a total of like 3/4 of liquid, 3/4 of a cup of liquid for the 3 poblanos. And this is the sauce that you get. And I don't cook this or anything. I'm just going to use this as it is, okay? And you can probably use this in other things as well. Let me see. Can you see that? Isn't that beautiful? Oh my God. I just want you to see that. That is so beautiful and it's so tasty. And if for some reason you don't eat cashews or milk or anything like that, you can always add silken tofu instead. So just try to, you know, add the amounts that you would do and that you would add instead of the cashews or the milk. You can add the silken tofu. You can do that instead, or add some vegan sour cream would be good with this as well. So yeah. So I just wanted to show you all the things that we're going to be adding to our burrito. And here it is. It's the rice, the poblano sauce, some cilantro, some red onion, the cauliflower, some greens if you like, and some avocado. Or instead of doing these 3 things, you can just substitute for some guacamole, and that would be great as well, okay? Okay, so now we're going to assemble the burrito. I'm just going to add my rice. Cauliflower. Okay. Okay, and then you can just pour the poblano sauce on top. Oh my God, my mouth is watering. You can add as much as you like of the poblano sauce. And now we're going to add a little bit of avocado. I hope you can see this. Go, and some cilantro. And if this is not spicy enough for you, you can always add a little bit more of the hot sauce. I have a hot sauce recipe that I use all the time, so you can check that out. And some red onions. And if you like, you can add a little bit of greens as well. And that's it. Now we're going to roll this up. Oh my God, do it again. Oh my goodness, this is so good. This is so good, you guys. Mmm. Okay, so these are the wraps that I'm using. They're the Sundried tomato and basil, and I get these at Whole Foods. Okay, these are really good. Oh my goodness. Mm. Mm -mm. Mm -mm -mm. Mm. Amazing, amazing. Okay, and as I was telling you, if you wanted to do this not in a burrito style, then you would just put like your rice right here, and then put the cauliflower right here, and then just add, you can either add the poblano sauce on top of it, and then maybe serve it with some guacamole, and maybe just like a green salad as well. So you could do that, that is another option, and then you could just eat that with some corn tortillas or flour tortillas, anything that you like. I've also eaten it like that, and it's really good. But this burrito, oh my goodness, it is just, it's amazing. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. And it's perfect for St. Patrick's Day because it's all green. So happy St. Patrick's Day. This is a recipe for St. Patrick's Day. Green burritos. And then just one last thing, it just occurred to me and I thought I would share it with you guys. If you guys are into like raw foods and stuff, I think that this is also a great recipe that could just easily be turned into raw. So you would just, what I would do is I would just marinate the cauliflower instead of cooking it. I would just marinate it with all the ingredients so that it absorbs all the flavors. And then I would make the poblano sauce. Instead of roasting the poblanos, just use them raw since everything else is raw and you don't cook it. And you would probably just leave out obviously like the milk and stuff, or just add water to it and things like that. You know, play around with the recipe. And you know, if you make your own raw tortillas and things like that, I think this would be a great recipe for that because everything else is raw. You know, the avocados, the onion, the cilantro, the greens, and then just use whatever you would use for your rice. So I think this is also a great recipe to transfer it over to a raw version of it also. So I hope you guys enjoy this and like it. It is really delicious, you guys, and thank you so much for watching. I'll talk to you soon. Take care. Bye.